Emile, first of all, welcome to Vale Park. You said you've played here before when you played for Leicester as a youth player. You played around Vale Park, but you've been here in a bit of a different role today. You've been helping the academy out with a bit of coaching and also seeing what goes on there, and you've also give an insight to our academy players as well.
Spoke to Frank. Obviously, I'm doing my coaching badges, so I spoke to Frank about coming in and see if I could actually do a couple of sessions here, and he said, yeah, why not? It'd be great if you could come down, speak to the youth lads and come and watch a training session first, which was today. Obviously, I was just overseeing and seeing what it's like and seeing what the group is like and everything, and then do a Q&A with them, and it went well.
With this role, because it is still something quite new for you, going into the coaching side of it, do you sometimes watch the sessions like you have been today and thinking, I really want to get involved still?
No. No, you know what, I've gone past that stage of wanting to get involved and play football, even though I do play every now and again. I've gone past that stage of really missing football in that sense. I played from the age of 9 up to 38, so I'm guessing it's a long time to have participated in football, especially when it comes at that level as well. The scrutiny and everything that comes with it. It was tough, so right now I'm quite happy that I'm on the other side looking and trying to transition and giving back.
Is this something that you always wanted to do after football, because you've gone into punditry as well? Is coaching always something you've had an eye on?
No, I'd say no until I actually went to Bolton and I had a great coach there. Well, I had Neil Lennon there, and he allowed me to do a little bit of coaching and getting involved with the 21s there. And that gave me a little insight, and then obviously went into the punditry. Now you need your badges, so I thought, let me get back on this track and see where that takes me.
Carol, we've had Emile Heskey here at Vale Park today. First of all, is that a sentence you thought I'd be saying 12 months ago?
No, it's not a sentence I thought you'd be saying a week ago. In fact, I'll let you into a secret. I was supposed to be going to Loughborough today to see the first team who were playing against Forest. And then Frank said to me the other day that Emile was coming in. So I phoned John Heskey and said, sorry, I'm not coming to Loughborough. Emile's coming. And I've been like a giddy little schoolgirl today. He is a hero of mine. And to have him come in and talk to our youth team is just wonderful. I've really enjoyed it.
Hearing his stories on a personal level, not just working in the football industry level, it's quite eye-opening to hear how much he's had to deal with. How important is it for our own academy to hear about his story and his route to being a professional, ultimately playing for England?
Yeah, I think that is really important. And one of the things that we as a club are really pushing is that our youth team get as much exposure to ex-pros as we possibly can, because a lot of football is about the mental side and the emotional side, and there's nothing like hearing it, you know, as you heard today, hearing what it's like to suddenly go and play for Liverpool when you're really very young, to be going into the Leicester first team, you know, as a teenager. And he's not a million miles away from where our lads are, you know, so I think it was really inspirational for them to be able to see, you know, that you could tell by the questions that they were asking him, is that they could then relate it to themselves and their journey. And you know, he's, what is he, 42 now, is Emile, so it's not that far away from them. You know, it's not like talking to somebody who's in the 60s or something. And so I think today was really, it was really about them, about the players, and in their transition into being a lad that likes football into a professional footballer themselves. And there's nothing like, as I say, seeing how other people have done it and seeing that it wasn't easy. It isn't easy. And the discipline that you have to have, and you know, so I think that advice and guidance he was giving him based on his own experience was invaluable for them.
It wasn't just the youth team that benefited though. It was Emile himself. He is here because he is going into a coaching role. He contacted Frank, as you said, and he's chosen Port Vale to make that first step into his coaching career. What does that feel like?
Oh, I mean, that is amazing. And it was interesting that one of the piece of advice he gave the players is to do their coaching badges while they're playing. And I think that's, he's not a man of regret, but I think that's something he would have done differently. And so when Frank spoke to me and said, if he wants to, he's working towards his coaching badges, he'd like to come and do some time here. Is that okay? And I was yeah, wow. And no, so I'm pleased. But that's part of the benefit of having Frank. Frank's been an amazing addition to the club, and to take our coaching from the first team as to the way we play and the way we coach, and to take the learnings from that and to then implement that with our coaches all the way down, and starting with the youth team, which is the natural, because that's where the progression is from the youth team into the first team, and then he will then be working with the whole of the academy as well. And you listen to Emile today, and he started at Leicester in the under-9s, and he learned a lot of what he then took into the profession right from that early age, and it's set in that, and that's what we want to do with the young lads that come to the Port Vale Academy, is that they can see that what we are doing in our training session has a direct line right the way up to the first team. And so, it's really good, I think, for our young players.